Hey, it's Coach Keisha Austin, and I am going to share with you 5 things that single moms must do every single day. Let's get into it. So as you all may know, or if you don't know, I was a single mom for 5 years of my children's life. I was a 2-time teen mom, and before I met and married my husband, I was a single mom. So everything that I'm sharing with you now is the things that I wish I had known and adopted back when I was a single mother. My children were young. My oldest was 5. Whew. So I know a thing or two about dealing with children, adulthood, growing, maturing life, all while little people are depending on you. So number one would be to pray. Not just pray by yourself, but pray with your children. I now do that. I pray with my boys every single morning before they leave the house, and it has been life-changing. Prior to starting the regimen with praying with my boys, I can tell a huge difference in their conversation with God, because prayer isn't this big, huge thing. Some mornings I say, who wants to pray? And I'll give the floor to them. Or they'll pray after. They'll say, Mommy, I have something to say. And they'll pray after I pray. But they now have their own relationship, their own talk with God. How amazing is that? And they're not afraid to pray out loud and other people hear their voice. I remember we did an outreach to a local nursing home with our family's nonprofit. And we went into the room, a room we had no idea. It was a pastor's wife in there. He was a resident and his wife was there visiting. And she said, we all here together, who's gonna pray? Just out of the blue. Lo and behold, my oldest son said, I'll pray. And his prayer, oh my goodness, it blew everyone, even me. Me and my husband were like, whoa. We were so not expecting that. But if we made prayer this big, sacred, not that it's not sacred, but this big, huge thing that only certain people can do, only certain adults can do, you have to say these words and do this, then it pushes them away. But I wanted the boys to know that they could pray anytime. It's simply a conversation with our Father. So prayer, not just praying for them, but allowing them to pray, and you all pray together. All right? Number 2, talk to your children. Not, hey, how you doing, bye, or this. Hey, how you doing? And you're looking at your phone. No, talk to your children. Have a conversation with them. Sincerely asking how their day was, what type of things they encountered during the day. And the only way you will know is if you ask. And also tell them about your day. Have a conversation with your children while your attention is totally on them. It is a life changer. You start to notice different personalities. You can start to put the days together, because children don't forget. But we have so many different things coming at us that we sometimes forget. But having them to reiterate some things, and we really allow them to be themselves, and we get to see their character and who they're developing into by having sincere conversations with them every single day. Number 3, praise yourself. I don't care if your light bill is 12 months past due. I don't care if you only got peanut butter and jelly in the refrigerator. I don't care if you've been working 12 hours straight for the last 12 months. Who cares? You are a mother. You are trying your best. There is there are a million other options of things that you could be doing, but you are putting one foot in front of the other. Praise yourself. I don't care if you do it before you get out of bed in the morning, which I prefer, because that time you're giving God that time and you're praising Him, and it will be a good time while you're still to say, you know what, I appreciate you. Self, I love you. I appreciate you. We're going to do this today. We're going to give it all we got. I appreciate you for what you did yesterday, yada, 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 whatever that dialogue is. And if you don't know, then sit down with someone you care about, particularly a life coach, and we can talk about it. We can talk about the things, the dialogue that you wish that you could have with yourself. And then you can also pull from the dialogue that you have with other people, because a lot of times we see great attributes in other people, and it's tougher to see those things in ourselves. And the reason why we notice those things in other people, because we possess those qualities in ourselves, but we just don't see it. So praise yourself. I don't care if it's after you've made dinner and you say, "Ooh, girl, you did that. You know, dinner was awesome. Ooh, you got dinner done. You got homework done. You're doing incredible." At some point during the day, check in with you and give yourself praise, because we do so much. We We minimize the impact that we have on our children's life. And I'm talking about children that are babies, toddler age, and grown. Check in with yourself throughout your day and give yourself praise. All right? Number 4, laugh. Laughing is one of my favorite things to do. I am such a goofball. I love to laugh. I love jokes, but I also love crime shows. I love documentaries. I don't like watching the news, but I love crime shows. And I get pulled in. Crime Watch Daily, 911, Chicago PD. All of these things pull me in. And it also has, and movies, like I love Saw movies. I love Final Destination type movies, natural disaster type movies. I love watching them. I find it very, very entertaining. But I have noticed, if I take too much of that in, it does have an effect on my mood, although it is entertaining. So I have to tell myself, parent myself and say, that's enough of that for right now. You know, we're going to put it off until next month. If you having too much, girl, no, too much. Because it does have an effect on what I put out. Because if that's what I'm eating, then that's what I'm going to, you reap what you sow. So I have to tell myself, let's put on some comedy. Let's put on something that's going to make my belly ache with laughter. I love to laugh. Oh my goodness, and it's so life-changing. I have actually heard that laughter is a cure for certain diseases. Wow. From just laughing. And you can knock it all out. Praying, talking with your kids, praising yourself and laughing. That can be all done within a matter of 30 minutes if you're intentional about doing it. Set time aside to laugh and just to enjoy. I don't care at all. Hell is breaking loose. Think about that time when you went in the kitchen and the baby had sweet potatoes all over the high chair. Going back to that moment. If that's what it takes for you to laugh. You know, whatever it takes. Just get that good laughter in. Last but not least, number 5. Is practice some form of self-care. Some form of self-care. Self-care looks different from all of us. But I do find that we have a more difficult time with practicing self-care. Or, one moment. Sorry about that. Something my husband has ordered. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, self-care. I find that if we're far removed from self-care, then it makes it very difficult for us to get back into the habit of doing it. My self-care is in the morning. I just like to light a candle, read my word, and pray in silence. I come into my office, my own space, and it's life-changing to me. And I mean that, life-changing, because if I did not have that, I don't know, like I really, really need that stillness, that quiet time, that solitude. So I have that stillness in my bed in the morning, but I also, when I'm talking to God before I make myself available to anybody else, I pray and get that time in. But my self-care also includes me inhaling the fragrance of my candle and just quiet the lights down and just a candle. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. So, pray with your babies, talk to your babies, praise yourself, laughter, and practicing self-care. As always, you can connect with me On social media, Instagram and Facebook, Coach Keisha Austin, at Coach Keisha Austin. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to check out the rest of my videos or receive notifications when I upload new videos, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And you can also contact me at support@CoachKeishaAustin.com. Take care.